end of the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No, I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. Here we are together again on the radio. A listener asks us for practical information, and I'm happy to help. This hour, we're only going to take calls from women. We're not going to take calls from anybody but women here. These are the best emails, the ones that are 2 lines and out. Here it is. Dear Professor, I want to buy a car that will get me the most tail possible. Could you please ask your lady listeners what gets them wet? Signed, Ed in Los Angeles. Ed, I'm happy to help. That's a very good question, and you know what? I don't know the answer. Now, I would guess, I'm just guessing here, that the cars that get women hot are, well, there are certain cars that women think are cute, but that they wouldn't want you driving. Let's review. Mazda Miata. Anything that's called cabriolet or anything that ends in ole. Well, I guess there are certain Chevrolets, but that's not the model of car. That's just the brand. I'm talking about the model. Anything VW, a man in a VW, that doesn't work. That would be my guess. Now, believe it or not, I found out from my girlfriend that in Argentina they have a whole. It's like a parallel universe. It's a whole different world. Guys drive Mazda Miatas and chicks think it's hot. Straight guy. Chicks drive them too, but when a guy drives one, he's not embarrassed to be seen in it. But I don't think that would work in the United States. You know, I think a man driving a Mazda Miata is probably listening to the greatest hits of New Order while he's driving around. He's got a rainbow sticker on the back, although it's superfluous when a man is driving a Mazda Miata. You know he's gay. He's not gay. Everyone thinks he's gay. That's just as good as being gay. Nothing wrong with being gay. But I will tell you, if as a man you're driving a Mazda Miata, other men are going to try to pick up on you. No doubt about it. Any straight man driving a Mazda Miata from Santa Monica Boulevard and Doheny to Santa Monica and La Cienega, God help you. That's all I can say. I'm dead serious. All you need to do is play your Depeche Mode CD and you are... you are right there. Anyway. Yeah, so certainly there are certain cars women definitely would not want you to be driving. And then there are some cars that are up in the air. I don't think all the cars that women want you to be driving are expensive cars. Certainly if you're driving a Lamborghini, I'll bet just about any woman would drop in. But some women like guys who drive trucks. Of course, most of them have tattoos and like listening to Shania Twain. Some women like guys to drive, big ass like BMWs, Mercedes, Lexi, whatever. Some women like it when you drive like an old muscle car, like an old Mustang or a Firebird, an old T-Bird. Like Gary Zabransky, the old Ford Falcon. That has a hipness, coolness factor. You are right, Dean. Younger chicks like the Fast and the Furious, the Too Fast and the Too Furious and whatever. Tricked out Japanese cars from the 80s and stuff like that. There are chicks that like that. But Ed writing in is going to buy a car. He wants to know what car will get him the most tailed possible. So, ladies, our toll-free telephone number is 1-800-5800-TOM. You can help Ed and all the other guys out there who are thinking of making a car purchase. Ladies, are there certain cars that you will not even be as critical of the man? If you see a man driving this car, it's like you're getting in. You're getting in, there's no doubt. And when you're getting in, your plan is to bring an extra pair of panties for tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about. Your plan is to make sure you've got that roll of condoms stashed in your purse. Are there cars like that, ladies? Are there cars where a guy drives up and says, get in? You're getting in. And you're going to get out in his driveway, and you're going to go up to his bed, and you're going to go, pow, that's it. That's what Ed wants to know. That's what we all want to know.
Tom Leykis.
1-800-5800-TOM.
Tom Leykis.
1-800-5800-866.
You bang all night. Who wants to get up out of bed and go home?
Me. That's exactly what I want to do.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show, 1-800-5800-TOM. All right, what car will get a man the most tail possible? I'm asking women. Brianna on the Tom Leykis Show.
How you doing, Tom?
Okay, Brianna.
Hi. Okay, he's got to get a Ford F-350 pickup truck.
Now, what does a Ford F-350 pickup truck tell you about a man?
It's a take charge kind of truck. I don't know. I just love him. Love a man in a pickup truck.
So if a man comes over in an F-350, are you more likely to put out?
I would probably say yeah. In comparison to, say, if you, drove up in some little Honda or a Pinto or something.
If a guy came up with a Kia or a Hyundai, would you put out for him?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
It's got to be a pickup truck.
Really?
Yes.
And you just think that indicates
manly about a pickup truck.
So you think that indicates manliness? There's a lot of posers drive these pickup trucks and SUVs.
You got a point. Not SUVs though. SUVs are just not a big SUV fan. But it's got to be a truck.
A real truck.
A real truck.
So what about a Dodge Ram?
Yeah, Dodge Ram might do. They're about on the same line as the F-350.
Mm-hmm.
Big truck. Just a big truck.
Big truck. Would you do them right in the flatbed?
Oh, hell yeah.
Really? You'd like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope this is helping Ed, because Ed is trying to make a buying decision here.
I hope so. Ed, go for the truck.
All right, Brianna, thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate the call. It's Colleen on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
All right, Colleen.
I think the new Ford Thunderbirds would totally make me just jump in anybody's car.
I was sorry to see they're going to stop making those after this year, because those are some of the coolest cars on the road right now.
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah.
Every time I see them, I'm like, ooh, yeah.
So if a man drove over a Thunderbird, would you be more likely to put out?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
You would. And tell me, you know what? And I think Ed wants to know this too. Why? What is it about a man and a Thunderbird? What does that tell you about a man when he drives up in a Thunderbird?
Well, it's really classy. It's a classy design. But I know they're pretty expensive. So I know he has some money to maybe take me out on a nice date. But I don't know. It's a two-seater. It's like the 50s, and I don't know, it just makes me want to just jump right on in.
By the way, if I were driving a Thunderbird, that would mean that I have a nice car.
Yes.
But it wouldn't mean I'm going to spend money on you. It just means I have a nice car.
That's true, but I've been trying to get my boyfriend to buy one because I just think they're hot.
Really?
I would totally, have him pull over all the time.
Well, now, would you leave him for a guy with a Thunderbird?
No, I really love my boyfriend.
So it's not that strong for you?
No, but it's a hot car. If I had the money, I'd buy one myself just because they're just hot.
What does your boyfriend draw?
An Isuzu Rodeo.
Oh, you hate that, right?
No, it's fine, but I like the Ford Thunderbird.
It's kind of a girly truck, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's a girly truck. I like the truck, but...
Yeah, but come on. That's like a guy driving a RAV4. Come on.
No, it's not like that.
Come on. With the Isuzu Trooper.
No, but
It's so cute.
No. But I really like the Ford Thunderbird, in black or red. Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. It has to be the convertible?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay. Just check.
With a hard top.
Okay. Very good, Colleen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tom.
I'm here to help. It's Tanya on the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom, it's got to be a high-end SUV or nothing at all.
A high-end SUV. What does that tell you about a man?
It tells me he's not a pussy driving a sedan.
So driving, let me understand this so that Ed can understand. Driving a sedan makes a guy a pussy.
Automatically, if a guy pulls up to a date in a sedan, I'm turned off immediately.
But driving an SUV, which is a car disguised as a truck,
That's right, baby.
and most of those cars could never drive off-road.
Who needs to go off-road? Just pull in a parking lot.
I just don't understand why an SUV would do it for you.
It's sexy. It's big. It's got room. You can, get down in the back. It's better. It's more fun.
Now, what if a guy drove up in that Ford F-350 that the woman called in about early?
Yeah, I thought about that. I wouldn't care much for that because that usually denotes that they're a construction worker, and that's not so good, Tom.
Because I think the guys who drive high-end SUVs are posers.
Why do you think that? What the hell are you doing?
Because I drive a sedan. I drive an LS4. I drive a Lexus LS430. Well, that's right. I drive a Lexus LS430 because I like my ass to be air conditioned. I like it comfortable. I like driving a leather sofa with 290 horsepower. That's what I like.
I see that, but I honestly, even if it's a high-end sedan, I don't feel as much respect for them. I don't know what it is. Big car, like a big man. There you go.
Really? So, but a sedan isn't big enough.
It's just not manly enough. Your wife or your girlfriend should be driving the sedan.
No, your girlfriend drives a RAV4. Come on.
Oh, hell no.
Girlfriend drives a Jetta.
Good God, Tom, do something about that.
No, not my girlfriend doesn't drive a Jetta.
Good job.
Drives a RAV4.
Does she really?
Of course.
I hope your listeners forgive you.
Why? What? I should buy her a BMW?
Well, not according to 101.
Damn straight.
Damn straight.
Anybody doesn't believe me, you're driving around town in her black RAV4.
Anyway, me and my friends, I'm 28, we all believe pretty much an SUV, or forget it.
But it has to be like a BMW or a Mercedes SUV. It couldn't be...
Not necessarily. Like a Suburban is fine, but what I'm saying is
what about a RAV4?
No.
Not a RAV4.
Not a RAV4.
What about one of these hybrid cars like the Matrix?
Disgusting.
No, not that.
Vile.
What about a Land Cruiser or one of these?
Yeah, that'll work.
That's good.
As long as it's got leather interior.
Leather interior and boy, the RAV4 has leather option.
But it's a RAV4.
Okay.
Do you know this?
It's a girl. I'm telling you, it's a girly truck.
Yeah, it's very girly.
Yes.
Not possible. Needs to be at least an Expedition, Suburban, Navigator, something along those lines, Tom.
Okay. I think you just like the names. They sound very controlling.
Oh, I do like to control, I've been told.
Are you a navigator? I'm a navigator.
I'm sure
Get into
you
my
are.
car. I'm a navigator.
Take me on the bong hit,
Call me the Ford Probe, dear.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here you go. It's Holly on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
All right, Holly.
Okay, your car, hot, along with the new S-Class convertible Mercedes-Benz.
Mm-hmm.
Top down, everything is out and about. Be dangerous, be wild, and everybody sees you. Do it there. It's the best way. You're top down. Way to go.
Yeah. Now, Volvos, soccer mom cars. No man should be driving a Volvo.
No Volvo. I didn't say Volvo.
No, I'm saying, I'm just as a comparison. Volvos.
Hell no.
Volvos are for soccer moms who drive 15 miles an hour.
All those ladies that are talking about guys in SUVs, no. Those are for mommy, daddy cars. They're full of baloney.
Bologna and French fries, for that matter.
Correct, and go get an ice cream.
Oh.
Sorry. And most people, if they saw your car versus an SUV, I'm sorry, they're going to be looking at you. It doesn't matter what you look at. They're going to be going, oh, you have some sort of a personality. They'll be going, yeah, I'm on it.
I've never heard a woman say, oh, yeah, your car? I mean, I got the $71,000 Lexus. Oh, yeah, it's a sedan, huh? Well, no thanks. That's never happened in real life, I want to tell you.
Well, you know, they don't know about cars.
Yeah.
And I've been brought up around cars. Your car drives like a dream. It's like you're not even driving.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Top down, come on, Tom.
You know what? And by the way, I don't believe in stick shifts. I don't. You know what?
Stick shift.
I don't. If that can be done automatically, I don't need the experience of driving a car. You know, if I were driving a race car, I want to know how to drive stick. But you know what? Most of us aren't driving faster than 35 these days anyway. So I would rather have a nice, cushy leather sofa to sit on.
Right, and your car drives itself, and it's got the power.
And it not only heats my ass in the wintertime, it air conditions it. It actually puts cold air on my ass in the summertime.
Right on.
That's a car.
And best way to go, have someone hop right on and bye-bye.
Exactly. Thank you for that, Holly. 1-800-5800-TOM. What cars will get a guy the most tail possible? Hillary on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Hillary.
I like any old muscle cars that purr and big trucks.
Muscle cars that purr. So they have to be authentic. They can't be like, a 2003 Corvette.
No. There's this old 67 Chevy Malibu that is around my neighborhood. Oh, my God, Tom.
So if a man drove up in one of those, would you be more likely to have sex with him?
I do him in my front yard.
You would? Just because of his car?
Yeah, this car, I swear to God, it's loud and it purrs and it's just, oh. I have to bite my tongue my lip every time it drives by.
Kind of vibrates a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. But too bad it's an old man that drives it.
When you get in, you don't even care. He probably bought it.
I'd have to follow him home.
He probably bought it new.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you, Hillary. It's Nick on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Not much, Nick.
Hey, I wanted to help Ed out. I used to drive a Beamer for about 4 years. I had an M3 and tons of looks, tons of girls. I met my girlfriend with it, and that's just the chick car. I mean, I was 20. I'm 24 now, man. It was the ultimate.
Did you stain the leather seats at all?
If I did, they were clean when I sold it, but no, I don't think that I
did. Leave any pubic hair wedged in the cracks of the leather in the back?
Not that I recall.
Now that's the way to own a car.
Well, I have a SUV because I bought a house, and I tell you, man, it's just not the same. No looks. I mean, some of these girls are saying that SUVs do it for them. I'm telling you, no SUV, man. It's the Beamer, the sports car, the sedan. No SUV, man.
I once traded in a car in which I had manually manipulated a Hungarian girl with very large breasts in my back seat. And it was, I left her pubic hair in the back seat. It was like an inside joke.
And who saw that?
I don't know who bought it, but somebody's driving around with her pubes in the back seat of the car.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Five 800-866. Danielle on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
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 First time caller.
Thank you, Danielle.
I have to say that I like Hummers.
Well, who doesn't?
Huh?
Are you talking about trucks? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
You said you like Hummers.
I like Hummers.
Well, come on down. Come on down. We're ready. LeBron James' mom gave him a Hummer.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No.
Now his mom loves him.
No, Hummers they're so big.
There's nothing I like better than a big Hummer. Huh?
I'm sorry, what?
I said there's nothing I like better than a big Hummer.
Well, the whole concept is so they're big.
That's good. See, does it have to be an H2 or can it be any Hummer?
I like the H2s. I think I like them a lot more than the first one, but just the fact that they're Hummers. It's like it's just it's not that it's expensive. It's just it could run over anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, as long as you're not the victim.
It has power.
It's very good. Have you ever given a Hummer and a Hummer?
Yeah.
You have? Really?
Yeah, they're nice.
Oh, very good. So, now, let me ask you a question. If a guy was driving a Hummer, would you be more likely to have sex with him?
Yeah, I would.
Really? Than if he was driving, say, a Kia?
No, Kias are so dinky. I have girlfriends that drive Kias.
So a man has to be driving a big car, preferably a Hummer.
Cars. I don't like those little rice burners or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something with power,
I see.
not just noise.
All right, Danielle. Well, thank you for that. She likes Hummers. We like them here, too. Now, Mike has a live report from the road. Mike, what are you looking at there?
Hey, Tom. How's it going?
Okay.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. I'm cruising along in my truck. I look in my rearview mirror, and I see a Miata. Not bad-looking cars, but not a man's car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as it's approaching me, I'm thinking, oh, what's going on? Sure enough, passes me, rainbow sticker, and beads hanging from the rearview mirror.
There we go. That's right.
You know,
that's who drives Miatas. All the people who used to drive cabriolets are now driving Miatas.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. I had to give you that report. I'm laughing my ass off.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Tom.
Appreciate the call. It's Jennifer on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Jennifer.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. I just wanted to tell Ed that depending on the car that he wants, whatever he chooses, it's going to pick a certain caliber of women. You get a Porsche, you're going to get a LA 910. You pick, from my friends, my girlfriends, all her husbands drive, the big Ford trucks, and they're fat cows. They're huge. They like big cars because they can fit in them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever car he chooses, it's going to depend on the kind of girl he's going to get.
What do you think of guys who drive like Crown Victorias or Cadillacs?
Old.
Oh, there you go.
They're old guys. Old guys who go to Palm Springs to retire.
Well, hang on a second. Now, Stephen, you don't feel that way about caddies, do you?
Oh, hell no.
Why not?
Tom, I live in the hood. Everybody drives a caddy. We want them. We get them. We put them on hydraulics, dating wires. We drop them. We roll them around. And the women, they give us all the looks. You know where I live at? You ain't getting nothing if you ain't got a lowrider.
What do you think, Jennifer? So they're either old.
I don't really want to say because I don't want to.
You stand corrected. They're either old or black.
Oh, come on. I mean, I know plenty of white people that drive Cadillacs, and they're not old.
Really?
Yes.
I've never met one.
How many lowrider shows have you been to?
How many what?
Lowrider shows have you been to?
I don't go to any.
It's the majority Hispanic and a lot of white people. There's a lot of black people, but we're outnumbered. Because we don't have the money to really fix our cars like that. But you know the caddies are the way. They got to be.
Yeah, but some women want to feel safe with the guys that are driving them. And lowriders, they do not emphasize safe men in the wheel.
Okay, it's not about the safety. I don't think so. When it comes to cars like that, when you're thinking about banging somebody, you're not trying to get in the car and think about safety. All you're doing, you think about getting in the car and doing what you got to do.
Well, I mean, if you see a lowrider pulling up, I mean, the person behind the car, I don't feel particularly safe. I would
What kind of person, Jennifer, drives a lowrider?
Gangbangers.
You got to be a gangbanger to drive a lowrider?
The majority, I mean,
the majority.
I, as a female, would never go near one.
Oh, that's funny.
Give me a Porsche, give me a BMW, that's fine.
Most people, those are nice cars too, but it's got to be the Cadillac. I love the lowriders. And it's not just majority of gangbangers that drive lowriders.
Now, why do black people like Cadillacs better than, say, BMW?
Well, for one thing, a Cadillac is a much more achievable goal, where
I don't see a lot of black folks driving BMW.
Oh, no.
I think it's also because the Cadillacs are bigger, too. I mean, they're not as compact as some of the BMWs and Mercedes.
Also, you can't get a purple BMW.
But, the Cadillacs don't come in purple. You have to have that done yourself, custom paint. Custom paint job. And you wouldn't be safe in a Cadillac. It's a
you
big
wouldn't
hunk
pay
of
the
metal.
BMW permit because you could never resell it.
Man, I love the Cadillac. Plus, they got a lot of room in the back, so if you do want to do something,
there we go.
It's going down.
There we go.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
I think you're very general.
Of course I'm very general because we're broadcasting.
Okay,
that doesn't mean we're just talking to broads. That means we're talking to a broad audience.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Most people don't. That's what we need, a puking announcer to do all the ins and outs.
That's the Tom Leykis Show. And now, once again, Tom Leykis.
From Los Angeles at 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Are there particular cars that will get a guy belayed? The bottom line there. That's what we're trying to find out. It's Lulu on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello?
Is that a question or a statement, Lulu?
I think that the Nissan Z is the car every guy needs to be driving right now.
The new Nissan Z. That's the one.
Yeah. That car is so sexy.
Really? Now, if you saw a guy driving that car, would you be more likely to have sex with him?
Probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Just because of the car he drives?
Well, it's not the car, it's the attitude that makes, yeah.
Of course, he doesn't necessarily have an attitude. He just put down $45,000 in a car.
Oh, yeah.
And the attitude rolled out of the showroom, and he put his ass in the front seat.
Yeah, but not, I haven't seen any nerdy guys driving these. I don't know, I've seen really hot guys driving them. I haven't even seen any females driving them, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a guy car.
Yeah, it definitely is.
No doubt it's a guy car.
Yeah.
All right, Lulu.
Okay, thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Melissa, on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Melissa.
Hey, they keep talking about cars. Well, if he wants to pick up chicks, then what he needs to do is get a motorcycle. Not one of them Harleys, not one of them long hair, long bearded type nasty looking Harleys. You got to get like a Honda R1, something that's got some power. You can zip through traffic and just say, piss off to everyone you pass.
Really? Now, would you be more likely to have sex with a guy if he had a Honda motorcycle?
Oh, it depends. It's got to also like have the body and stuff. It can't be some big fat ass on it.
Well, what if he had the body, but he was driving, Suzuki Samurai?
No.
Even if he was a great-looking guy?
Well, if you're talking about having to picking people out by their cars, no, that would definitely disqualify.
Mm-hmm.
But a motorcycle's good. If you have like the nice matching leather outfit, skin tight, matching helmet, looking hot.
Have guys ever picked you up on a motorcycle?
Well, yeah, my husband.
Really? So he was just like riding along and pulled over and said, hop on, and you did?
Of course.
And the rest was history?
Well, it's not. Well, we met through scooters, but then it progressed to motorcycles.
Well,
Vespas, not like little Honda Tupper scoots, but, Vespas, motor scooters.
Yeah, he was driving a Vespa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he moved up to a Honda.
Yeah.
Okay. And the two of you have matching Hondas, is that the deal?
No, I've driven them, but I'd rather stick to four wheels myself and just be the passenger. You can hold on and go with the flow as long as they're good drivers or good riders. That's what matters.
Okay. All right, Melissa. Well, thank you.
All right.
Appreciate the call. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. Van on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, I had to call and give you a little expert perspective. My friend, you've helped me out over the years. Now it's my turn to help you and the listeners. I'm an automotive journalist. I've road tested over 2,000 cars, which means I've driven everything from fine Lexus products to turbo Porsches to Ferraris to Bentleys. I got to tell you something. You know what really gets the tail?
What?
It's the old classics. American classics, like that one lady that called in. She said the old guy down her block with a 67 Malibu.
Yes.
She didn't care that he's an old guy, right?
I still think he's probably the original owner.
Probably it. Tom, I own 7 old American classics. I can drive any car on earth. Why do I own the old stuff? It works, baby. It's awesome.
Really?
It's awesome. Hey, you got to do yourself a favor. Get yourself an old, doesn't even matter what it is. If it's in the 60s, if it's got tail fins,
yeah,
you know, put a good sounding radio in it, and man, you're gonna drive by the guys in the Ferraris, all the rich guys. Nobody's looking at them because what do they think? Rich guy in a Ferrari, rich jerk. You're gonna pick up the kind of gals, high maintenance. You got to spend all the money on. Who needs that?
Yeah, see, my producer drives a red '62 Ford Falcon.
Sweet, sweet, absolutely cool car. You know who owns one of those?
Who?
Christina Applegate owns one of those. Now, that would be a cool girl to have in a cool old car.
Absolutely.
So I'm just here to help you, my friend. You've helped me so much, and you got to get yourself an old ride. Anytime you want some help, you let me know.
Well, thank you for that, Van.
All right, baby.
Appreciate the call. Van's on the KTLA Morning News here in L.A. Every week he does car reports on there. Susan on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Susan.
How are you?
Great.
I do care.
I'm doing great.
That's good. I dated a guy that had a 1980 Lotus Esprit Turbo.
And was it his car that got you attracted to him, or what?
It was.
Really?
Let me tell you. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you. And then, but the problem is that we dated for quite a long time. His car was always in the shop. So guess who had to drive him around everywhere? And then he was in the band, and then he headlined a lot, so we were out during the week.
Yeah.
And guess who had to drive him to his gigs and then drive him home?
Oh, that's a typical musician story.
I know.
You were probably buying him groceries, too.
I did.
I know.
Yeah.
Every woman has one musician story. Some guy will look great on stage, and he's a musician, and pretty soon he's like, you mind if I crash at your place? And pretty soon it's like, you know what, we didn't get paid for a gig last week, and if you could stop by, just pick up some meat and fish and potatoes and corn. In fact, I have a list here. And then you, of course, still thinking, how lucky am I? I've got a musician who crashed at my place. You're out going to the supermarket, buying him stuff. And pretty soon he's out staying late, banging other chicks when you're not paying attention, and then eventually you kick him out. It's always the same story.
It was, but you know, I thought that he was going to be different because he was a software programmer, so he made a ton of money. But the fact is that he was, at heart, a musician. So he spent all of his cash on, you know.
Guys don't become musicians to become monogamous. Where do women fool themselves into believing they're the ones who are going to tame down these guys? They got into that business, which most of them make no money at all. They lose money buying instruments and equipment. They get into it to get laid by lots of different chicks.
I know.
And of course, every woman gets burned once.
Yep.
By a musician.
I did, and then I met my husband. Very happy.
Really? He's not a musician, I take it.
No, he's not.
You never bought his groceries, I'll bet.
Nope. He buys my groceries.
There we go. Perfect.
You got it.
Susan, thank you for the call.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
There's not a day goes by where my wife and I don't come home and say, hey, well, did you hear what Tom was talking about? And get into a nice argument or discussion about it. Cool.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
On their particular car, some man could buy that would be successful at getting him laid. We have a caller here whose name appears to be Sarah, but Sarah said no. It's Sarah, like SARS. Well, that's a good way to emphasize that, Sarah.
Hey, how you doing today, Tom?
Okay.
I have to tell you, I'm not your typical customer, but I'm a hot chick, and I used to ride my guy like a stallion in his Blazer, and we'd be driving on the highway like crazy. It had plenty of leg room for me to get on top of him in the driver's seat. And then he went out and got a brand new, I don't know what it was, either a Firebird or Camaro. I don't know the difference because I don't care. And we couldn't do that anymore, and I was very turned off by this brand new red Camaro.
Did you break up with him?
Eventually, but, it just got boring because it was all about sex and, no long-lasting relationships on that.
Oh, well, he didn't have to know about sex when he owned a Blazer, did he?
Well, it wasn't even about the Blazer, but the Blazer was good, a good riding tool.
I understand.
Definitely plenty of leg room for both of us to be in the driver's seat.
There we go. Plenty of leg room. That's important.
I think so.
All right, Sarah.
Bong hit.
Here's your bong hit, Sarah.
Tom.
Megan on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Megan.
Hi, I just wanted to say that all these guys driving these big, huge trucks are obviously overcompensating for something.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yes, definitely. I love a guy in a classic muscle car. That is just the ultimate sexy thing ever.
67
Yes.
Camaro or something like that?
Oh, baby, you don't even know. I go to these car shows, these old muscle car shows, and, I have to leave early.
Really?
My goodness.
Are
Yes.
you serious? Do you do yourself on the way home there?
Oh, well, if I can't find a guy.
Really?
Oh, yes, Tom. I love classic cars.
You get excited